Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever wanted to master video editing but felt overwhelmed, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through a simple, step-by-step process to learn video editing in just 1 week. We're talking about the essential techniques, the tools you need to know, and how to get that professional look without the headache. By the end of this guide, you'll be editing clean, professional-looking videos, whether it's for YouTube, Instagram, or just to finally put together those epic vacation clips. So, let's jump right in. Alright, day 1, let's talk software. We'll focus on DaVinci Resolve. It's free, powerful, and perfect for beginners. And Adobe Premiere Pro, the industry standard. No matter which one you choose, the key is to get comfortable with the layout. Think of it like learning your way around a new phone. First up, the timeline. This is your editing playground, where you arrange and edit your video clips. Next, the media bin, your digital vault for all your video clips, audio tracks, images, basically everything for your project lives here. Finally, let's talk essential tools. The selection tool for moving clips around and the razor tool for making precise cuts. Day 2, we're diving into the edit. Remember that media bin we talked about? Time to put it to use. Import your video files. And don't worry, it's as simple as dragging and dropping. Now drag those clips onto the timeline and let's start trimming. This is where the magic happens. Remember the razor tool? This is your best friend for splitting clips and getting rid of the stuff you don't need. Long pauses, gone. Mistakes, edited out. The goal here is to create a good flow. You'll be surprised how much cleaner your video looks just by trimming away the excess. Day 3 is where your video really starts to come alive. It's time to add music and sound effects. Trust me, good audio can make or break your video. First up, background music. You want something that sets the mood, but doesn't overpower your voiceover or dialogue. There are tons of royalty-free music sites out there. YouTube Audio Library is a great starting point, or you can check out Epidemic Sound for even more options. Once you've found the perfect track, drag it onto your timeline. Now here's a pro tip. Lower the volume of the music so it sits nicely beneath your main audio. You want it to enhance, not distract. Chapter 4, Day 4. Let's add some context with text and titles. Titles are super useful for intros, captions, or even just to highlight a specific point you're making in your video. Most editing software has a built-in text tool. It's usually as simple as clicking the text tool, typing out what you want to say, choosing a clean, easy-to-read font, and then dragging it to the right spot on your screen. Pro tip: keep the font consistent throughout your video. It'll give it a much more polished look. Seriously, you don't want to use Comic Sans for one title and Times New Roman for another. Trust me on this one. Chapter 5, Day 5, Mastering Transitions. These are the bridges between your clips, and they can make a difference in how smoothly your video flows. Stick to the classics. Fades, cuts, dissolves. These are timeless for a reason. They look professional, and they won't distract from your content. Now I know those flashy transitions like star wipes and page turns look tempting, but trust me, less is more. You want your content to shine, not your transitions. And honestly, once you get the hang of the basic transitions, you can start experimenting with more creative options. But for now, keep it clean, keep it classic. Chapter 6, Day 6, Color Correction and Final Touches. Color correction might sound intimidating, but it's like adding that perfect filter to your photos. It just makes everything look better. First up, exposure. If your footage is too dark, bump up the exposure a bit to brighten things up. Next, white balance. This one's all about making sure the colors in your video look natural. Not too blue, not too orange. Most editing software lets you adjust this easily. Finally, saturation. A little boost in saturation can make your colors really pop. But don't go overboard. You want your video to look natural, not like it's from another planet. These tweaks can make a world of difference. Chapter 7, Day 7, the final countdown. Today's all about putting those finishing touches on your masterpiece and getting it ready to share with the world. First things first, watch your entire video from start to finish. And I mean watch it. Look for any little mistakes you might have missed. See if the transitions flow well, and make sure the audio levels are consistent. This is your chance to catch those small details that can make a big difference. Once you're happy with everything, it's time to export. Choose the right resolution and file format for where you're uploading, whether it's YouTube, Instagram, or somewhere else. And with that, you're done. And there you have it. In just 1 week, you've gone from a video editing newbie to someone who can put together a clean, professional-looking video. The best part? This is just the beginning. The more you practice, the more comfortable you'll become with the software and the more creative you'll get with your edits. If you found this guide helpful, hit that like button below and subscribe for more tech tips and tutorials. And let me know in the comments what you're working on. I'd love to see your creations. Happy editing!